right, today what we're gonna be making is vegan chocolate chip cookies, which is infused with cannabis oil. So let's get started. So there's just gonna be a few ingredients that we're gonna need here. You're gonna want half a cup of infused cannabis oil, which if you watch my previous video, you can see how I made this. You're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're gonna be using a pure vanilla just for the flavor. You're gonna need a half cup of almond milk. We're gonna be using just unsweetened almond milk here due to the amount of sugar that we're actually gonna be using. 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, chocolate chip cookies. I just went with this brand. I just found it at Walmart. There's a lot of dark chocolate chip cookies out there that are vegan. Just one of the first ones that I had seen out there, but there should be a lot of different options for you. And then lastly, you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce. This is really the only way I could find it at my local store, but obviously you can get it in a larger container. As far as the equipment that we're gonna be using, obviously the different measuring cups, the teaspoon, and also a scoop of some sort. We're gonna be using this ice cream scoop, but you do want it to be something large like this because what we're going for is a pretty big cookie. 2 separate large mixing bowls. One's gonna be for the dry ingredients and one's gonna be for the wet ingredients. A large cookie sheet. This one comes with a cooling rack separately, which is pretty nice. I got this one at Walmart. So now in one of your mixing bowls, you're gonna wanna grab these 3 ingredients first. Coconut oil, brown sugar. Make sure the brown sugar is like packed in there, and then your vanilla extract. Now that you have these 3 ingredients inside of your bowl, you combine them all together. Once you have those combined, after it looks a little bit like that, you're gonna go ahead and combine your almond milk and your applesauce in with it. Oop. Once you have those combined, you'll get it to look something like that. Next step here is we're gonna just set that wet mixture off to the side, and we're gonna combine our dry ingredients together: flour, baking soda, and salt. Go ahead and just mix all of this together. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer the dry into the wet bowl. And you're gonna go ahead and mix this well together until it's like a thick dough. All right, so as you can see, we've got it at this nice doughy consistency. I'll probably stir it a little bit more, and then what we're gonna do is add our chocolate chips to the mixture. And then you're just gonna wanna slowly fold this in on itself till it's all mixed well. All right, so we've got it evenly distributed in our dough, so now it's time to move on to the next step. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some cooking oil on this sheet. It is non-stick, but just to be on the safe side of things, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. Now you're gonna wanna go ahead and get your scooper. I'm using just a standard like ice cream scooper, and the cooking times used in this video are gonna be for a larger cookie. So if you do use a smaller scoop, then you're gonna wanna reduce the times and just keep your eye on it. So just like that. All right, last thing before we actually throw these in the oven, just try to give them as much space between each other as possible. This sheet is just big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13. To make 13 large cookies. Go ahead and grab this pan, throw it in our oven, and then go ahead and set your timer from around 10 to 15 minutes. Since these are such large cookies, I'm gonna start with 15 minutes, but we are gonna wanna keep an eye on them intermittently just to make sure they're not getting burnt, because they can burn pretty quick from what I've seen. So the timer has gone off. I was just checking them while they were baking. They are looking pretty good. So they did actually turn out a little bit bigger than I thought they were going to. So it's been about 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer them over to this cooling rack now. So now that you have them on your cooling rack, you're gonna wanna let them sit 10 to 15 minutes before consuming any. I said at the start of the video, if you guys wanna know how to make my cannabis infused coconut oil, which is 100% vegan, go to my previous video on my channel and it'll be up there for you guys to watch. If you tried this recipe or if there's anything that you changed about it, let me know in the comments. Thank you.